So it just brings me awareness of how I'm being treated. You know, when a person don't like your parent, they're not gonna like you either. So she was really lost, and I feel like at times she still is. But the damage it caused on us mentally, me and my siblings, I never forget. I forgive, but I never forget. And mind you, once I found out who my father was, which was years later, I believe I was like 21 around this time, I had got the ancestry DNA test. And I ran across this one person. She's my cousin. And we were writing on there back and forth. And she told me who her uncle was. And I was like, okay, that's one of the names, so that must be my daddy. So I was telling her, explaining to her everything, you know. And later found out that I had siblings. And he was actually in their life, just not mine. Once I found out like who he was for real, he died that same week. So I couldn't even meet him. He was sick. And once my stepfather died, we were living with my grandma. Like I said, back and forth. We was there. Or if my mom found a place, we moved. But we always moved back in with her. And I remember it was a time, my grandmother, she was so kind, she'll let, you know, anyone come stay. So my aunties or whoever that was in need or whatever case may be, they can come stay. But the negative part about that is it left my grandma's house in a bad condition. And we had to go through that. From the roaches to the bed bugs, it was bad. And still managing to go to school. We didn't have no hot water. Still having to go to school. Most of the time, him washing our clothes. Winter, fall, we taking cold showers. Still, like I said, still getting ready to go to school. No one really knowing what we're going through. Or if they did, it didn't really matter. And my grandmother was sick. She was a diabetic. So around this time, they were cutting parts of her off, her leg, her foot. So we had to help. Me and my siblings had to help. Anything she needed, we had to help while going through what we were going through. And like I said, like I made in that one post when I prayed, and I had a bad headache. He came through. He came through. Gambling ain't good. But remember, our thoughts is not his thoughts. Our ways is not his ways. I was shocked and thankful to be getting out of a situation like that. And my grandmother, she was a diabetic. So that was a part of the reason she kept just getting sick and sick. I mean, they were cutting off body parts. Half of her leg, her foot. It was